Hi, everybody. All right, so I got to catch you up on some stuff. Let's get straight into it. Sitting on top of the Glareshield there, you can see a big piece of aluminum that is clecoed. So I've got cleco clamps on both sides of it, holding it down, and it's also taped underneath. That is a mold that we're making to mimic the actual top of the Glareshield. What I had done is, so I've cut it. It's about 15 inches wide. It sits very flush right on top of the regular piece. I went ahead and I roughed it up with some 80 grit sandpaper, and now we're putting a couple layers of fiberglass cloth up on it. That's for having it to be a nice smooth finish underneath. We might still have to put a little fairing material on it. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. We're not going to do any of that because it's metal underneath. Sorry. So yeah, a couple of layers of fiber cloth, and then we're going to go over with some chop strand mat, and we're going to make some cardboard supports for it as well. Right? The idea behind that is I need to get that canopy on the plane, and I can't be using it to just make all the glare shields, right, that I want to sell. No. Apparently I'm taking a musical break in the background. So yeah, the idea behind this is we're going to. So I've got two pieces of metal that are exact same size. Those are 4 foot wide by 15 inches. It hangs off the very front of the canopy by about an inch. It hangs off the back, or the actual glare shield side, by 2 inches. This way, when we lay up the carbon fiber inside of it, we'll have more than ample room to be able to vacuum pack it. And the idea behind it is once we're done, we can take this mold off, and then I have a separate piece of metal, which we can then cleco clamp to that piece of metal, and then make the negative mold for that, which would actually be the true copy of the top of the canopy there. And that's probably what I would make most of those off of. But I could still use both sides if I wanted to, if I wanted to make a glossy side, etc. Alright, so we're going to switch gears while we're waiting for all of that fiberglass to dry. There on the table behind me, you can see a orange-handled little AC vacuum pump and a 1.5 gallon degassing chamber. Well, vacuum chamber. Yep, it's a 3.5 cubic foot per minute pump. It's basically just a, HVAC repair pump. The 1.5 gallon chamber is great. Can use that as a resin trap. Can also use it as a way to degas all of your resin after it's mixed up. And actually, we're about to do a little bit of that and show you. So this is great because one of the hardest parts of doing all of this composite work is like, you cut up all the fabric, you test fit everything looks good, you mix up all the resin, you lay it all out, and then you come back and you think you did a great job, and there's air holes everywhere. Right? Oh, that's just never any good. This kind of the vacuum system, right? So vacuuming is great because one, it sucks all the air out. So even if you lay up all your composites, you put all your resin on, you put your peel ply on the top, you cover it in a vacuum bag, you make an airtight seal, you suck the air out, and at the same time, here we got with the vacuum going to degas. Here, watch this. So as the vacuum gets drawn out, the resin boils as the gas is getting sucked out. So yeah, the idea behind it is when it sucks all the air out, it basically has like all of the atmosphere pushing down on it, right? So it's basically just squeezing the composite layers into the resin. Which is what you want. Also, at the same time, see how it's boiling. So it's not. It is boiling, but it's only boiling technically because there's no atmospheric pressure in there to stop it from boiling. And the gases on the inside of it that are trapped are like, I've got to get out. I got to be free. And after most of the gas goes away, after you can see there was a big flare up, and now it has gone back down. So if you were to just take that cup out and just let it sit and cure, it would be very, very clear. There'd be no trapped air bubbles. Okay, so we're going to give it a try. So here is vacuum test number 1. Wait, do I actually put the vacuum on? No, because I don't have all the equipment yet, but I'm going to. So this is actually just going to be laying up. Sorry, I thought I was getting the vacuum going. I apologize. Uh, anyway, in the next video, we're going to go ahead and finish up doing the, I call it the Glareshield Master Mold. We're going to get all of the reinforcing fiberglass on and the brackets, and we'll be good. So, hope you guys have a good weekend. Thank you for joining me. See you soon.